This video looks at arrays and how they store a lot of data in the one variable. So the simplest way to understand an array is it's a whole series of boxes that you can put together, and it's all considered to be one object. So just grabbing a box here and making a few more of them. So here we have 4 boxes, and we give this whole unit a name. So we're going to call this $ARR names. So it is just one whole piece of data, all of these, and in those we might have obviously some names. So we'd have John and Pam, Jane and Jack. So that's the data stored in there. How do we get access to that data? Well, each one of these boxes is given a number. So, and we start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And in PHP, if I want to say, hey, I would like to access the first record in this array, then I would do something like this. That's the whole thing, all of the names. But if I want to get to a particular one, I use square brackets. 1. And if I was to use that somewhere in my code, then I would actually be saying Pam. If I have a square bracket 0, I would actually be saying John. If I have square brackets 2. So the nice thing about this, I can put this in a loop, and I can go and I can make that loop count from 0, 1, 2, 3, and it would then put on the screen John, Pam, Jane, Jack. So that's how, and we call this a single dimensioned array because it's just one column of data. All right. The next thing we can do is we can have what's known as a two-dimensioned array. All right, this is effectively arrays within an array. Or probably the easiest way to understand it is instead of just having one column, we actually have multiple columns of data in the array. So this time we're going to create one called an array personal details. It's going to look very similar to the one we've just created. It will have a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, but it will also have more pieces of information in each one. So each one can have multiple pieces of information. I'm fighting. Sorry about this. All right, and we'll do that again. So very simply, instead of just being one piece of information for each particular index, we call these indexes, index 0, 1, 2, 3, we actually have more information. So this could be John, he might be 21 years of age. And might live in Roval. And Pam may be 13, lives in Ringwood. And Jane is 72 and lives in Doncaster. And Jack is 35 and also lives in Roval. All right, so the information there we have is that we know that the first bit is a name, the next bit's an age, and the next bit is a suburb. But there's nothing in the array that says what that is. You have to know. How do we access the information in this array? Well, similar sort of idea, but it's an array of arrays. This is in itself, this 0 is in fact an array with 3 things in it. This is an array with 3 things in it, and so forth. So the way we actually make use of that is we go square brackets. Let's say I want to go the second row. That piece of data is the whole row. That is Jane 72 Doncaster. But I want to go to the age. So I say, okay. And remember again, these are also the same sort of thing. This is a 0, this is a 1, this is a 2 in terms of it. So, and we always go this way, then this way. So we go rows, then columns. So 2 is the row, so it's row 2, and 1 is the column. It starts at 0, it's 1. So this would be the same as 72. Okay, I hope that's helped. Sorry, there's a bit of stuttering there from me partway through. So this is a single dimensioned array. It just has one piece of data for each index number. These are the index numbers. And this is a two-dimensional array. It has multiple pieces of data for every index number. And we access it by having to use square brackets and a number for the row, and then square brackets a number for the column. All right, that's how it all works. Good.